Jorge, you want to start us off?
Dean, just your overall thoughts on the game, 2-0 loss here in Orlando.
For me, the game was probably lost in the first half. We didn't play well enough in the first half. We turned the ball over too cheaply. I spoke to them about playing with some composure, and I thought the chances that they had in the first half were by us turning the ball over. We needed to show composure and be able to handle, the pressure of what is a playoff game. Some of the lads, maybe their first one, and I thought we gave them the ball too cheaply. Half time, we spoke about it. There wasn't much tactically we wanted to change. I thought second half we came out and we were better. We were better on the ball, and then we got done by a counter attack with us trying to chase the game.
It felt like they were attacking that right-hand side a lot that first half. Is that how you saw it?
First 10 minutes more than the rest of the game, and then we pulled Lealabad a little bit deeper to try and deal with that ball, or we made our six jump to their midfielder to stop them playing. First 10 minutes I thought they got down or tried to get down that side a few times, and create a couple of 2v1s v Tim. I thought as the first half went on, that lessened.
Right, so what improvements, I guess, did you see in that second half that you could take to Charlotte?
Well, I think the composure that we showed on the ball, we played through them. Our final balls probably got to be a bit better. We've created some chances in the first half. Liel's had the left footer where the keepers made the big save. Carroll's had the header, which has gone over the bar, which the linesman's incorrectly flagged offside. So it would have been, if he scores, it would have been a goal. It would have been corrected by VAR, I hope. And Leo's had the one as well where he's just put it over the bar second half, and then Patrick's had a header where their lads grabbed his shorts and then just released him and probably took the wind out of Patrick's sails when I thought he was going to score.
We have to ask you about the red card that was received by Pep Biel there at the end. What did you make of that?
At the time, I just thought it was a tangle of legs. I was told from the fourth official that he kicked out at him. And we continued to talk about it and the lack of time added on. And I got a technical warning for sarcasm, which is a new one for me. Never had a warning for sarcasm before. Listen, I've just come in and watched it back, and I want the club to go and appeal it, because for me it just looks like a tangle of legs. There's certainly, from my point of view, the referee didn't blow for the foul at all. It looks like he's been told something's happened by his other officials, and turned around that the red card came out pretty quick. I'm not sure if it went to VAR or not, but we have to appeal that, because that's never been a red card.
How much of the blame do you put on Pep Biel for, I guess, giving the refs that opportunity to call a red card?
Well, I don't know, and nobody knows. Nobody can, put Pep Biel's shoes on, but he looks like he's in a tangle to me. They've seen a kick out. I don't know whether I've seen it before where studs, or what do you call them, cleats? Have got caught in laces before. That's how it looked when I've just seen it back on the TV. And I just thought they were very quick to produce the red card, and not even called to a monitor to look at it again. So, yeah, strange one for me.
And then in that second half, there were moments where we saw, Pep playing into the game and Charlotte look better. How much of a miss will he be if you can't get that red card appealed in Charlotte?
It'll be a miss if he's, because I think he showed second half the talent. He was close to scoring with the left-footed shot on near post. He's produced some really good little passages as well. But I fully believe that an independent panel, which he's going to overlook it, would overturn that, because it's certainly not. From what I was told from the fourth official, it was a kick out with his studs into his leg. I didn't see that from what I've seen on TV.
Nice. And then just last one from me, just how much of a factor will this play into maybe the decision to keep Pep or not long term here at Charlotte?
Listen, that's too early. We just lost the first playoff game. We're not going to talk about anybody's futures at the moment. We're talking about, getting them back to the bank and making sure there's a big following, and we get the win and come back here.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thanks, Jorge. Let's go to Carol.
Dean, we've seen some slow starts in the last, couple of weeks. How surprised are you to see it tonight in this setting?
I actually thought the first 5 minutes we actually started well, but then we kept turning the ball over. There was a couple of strange ones for me. Callie's decided to try and drop one in. I think it was to BB, and they intercepted it and broke on us. And then Westie's got caught on the ball in the middle trying to advance. Pribs has tried to run with the ball and got caught as well. Tim's won one, give it away, and they broke again. So it was more just a litany of errors really, rather than a slow start. I felt okay structurally. I thought as a team, I just felt that we needed to show more composure, and that was the message at halftime.
Maybe guys individually trying to do too much.
I don't know whether sometimes we can build the game up for too big, and the pressure mounts on the players, and because there was a lot of errors with players that you don't normally see, and Leal Labada's controlled one out of play. You very rarely see that from our players. And in that first half, we've still had a couple of chances ourselves. As I said, Abada's had that one where the goalkeeper's had to make a good save low down. Carroll's had the header. Junior was centimetres away from getting on the end of a cross and a header. So it wasn't all one-way traffic, but we didn't help ourselves with our turning over the ball.
Getting to come back and play in Charlotte on Friday. I mean, you feel like you're still very much in this?
Well, we are. Whatever happened, Orlando would feel exactly the same if they'd lost tonight. They'd feel that they was in it, still going to the bank, and so we're still in it. And the only probably problem with this result for us is that if we get the win as we want to do on Friday, we'll have to come back here a week later.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, we'll do Sam and then end with Steve.
Hey, Coach. Sorry about the result tonight. Did want to know what you thought of the quality of Kalina's performance. Did that keep you all in the game?
His performance was okay. First half, I've seen him better on the ball than he was today. He made some saves that I would expect him to make. Not an awful lot he could do with the 2 goals. So he done okay. There weren't any saves where I thought, that's an outstanding save. I thought they were, comfortable saves for Kelly.
What happened with the defensive breakdown on the second goal? Was it just Milana miscalculated trying to play off sides, or
no? We were chasing the game at that stage. We were probably committed a few more bodies forward, and then the ball got played forward, and the lad who went to run for it, who was off in an offside position, Addy's played him offside, and then he stopped, and I think Angulo ended up running through. So he had to stop and start again, which was always going to make their lad favourite.
And finally, what lessons are you going to take from tonight over the next week in training as you look for the win back home?
I think tactically we were okay. What we need to be is better on the ball, that's for sure. And we'll have a big crowd behind us, and that'll certainly give us a spring in our step, because we looked there's a little bit of lethargy in that first half today. We can't afford that on Friday.
And sorry, actual final question: if you don't win the appeal on the red card, could we finally see Aji and Swiderski up front at the same time?
If we don't win the appeal, then I might apply to go on the independent appeal committee next season.
All right. Safe travels, Coach. Cheers.
Thank you.
All right, Steve, quickly. We'll finish up.
Just one 2-part question, Dean, is what was your message to the team at halftime that had them come out with a little more vim and vigor in the second half? And what was your message to the team after the game about going forward?
Well, the message at halftime was, you don't look like you're enjoying the game. Go and enjoy the game. It's a great challenge for us. Go and get on the ball and play how we can play. We've turned it over too many times. We've not moved it as quick as we know we can. That was the main message to them at halftime. Tactically, I thought it was all right. We needed to get our 6 to go, one of our ball side 6 to press a little bit quicker without the ball. And I thought we caused them problems second half. And then my message after the game was simply, listen, can't change it. Get yourself ready and let's get home and beat them on Friday.
Thank you. Safe travels home.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, guys. We'll have a play shortly.
Thank you.